gentlemen, welcome to Curate Podcast, Season 2. We are here with some cool guests, but before we introduce the guests, my name is Malik Adigan. Thanks for watching again, and this episode is sponsored by our good friends over at Narrative Coffee. Caleb and the dudes over there are creating a great coffee culture in Southwest Florida. If you're a restaurant, if you're a business that uses coffee, they would love to talk to you guys. Make sure you hit them up at Narrative Coffee Roasters on Instagram and all socials. Or just DM us and we'll put you in contact with them. But make sure you check out Narrative Coffee. We're drinking their coffee right now. They have a different blends, and so keeping us awake and alive for this interview. So without further ado, I want to introduce some cool guys I just met. I met you guys at a men's networking meeting, but before that, I kind of saw the movement that you guys are doing and the great idea that you guys are executing here in Southwest Florida and across the United States and soon to be the world, right? So we have RoomDig. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Great.
So, what's up? Welcome to Curate HQ. We're here chilling. So how about this? We'll start from my right, and we'll just go over and introduce yourselves to the people.
So my name's Mason. I'm the software engineer and CTO.
My name is Jacob. I'm the founder and CEO.
I'm Jace. I'm the chief marketing officer.
And tell the people that are watching, like, who are these guys? What's RoomDig? What is RoomDig? What do you guys do?
Awesome. So our one-liner is RoomDig is a student-exclusive app that empowers students to find the housing they like with the roommates that best fit them and to stay connected through socials. So pretty much what we do, this is a student-exclusive app. Students can sublease or find subleases anywhere from 1 night to 12 months.
Okay.
They can find compatible roommates, and then they can also stay connected through socials, whether that's events, buying or selling their old textbooks, or looking for services or jobs. So.
Okay, so I'm a college student. I'm a freshman. I'm like looking for a roommate. Or I'm a senior looking for a roommate. I go to RoomDig.
Go to RoomDig, just sign on, and you search through our roommate
I can look
matching.
at ratings of different people.
Soon.
No?
You'll see ratings soon. That's coming soon. But
Okay.
right now what we have is the entire profile of the person, of their preferences, their major, their year, things that they like. They also are able to put in a description to go a little step further and introduce a little bit more about themselves. And from there, we actually even included an in-app messenger, so you don't have to give away your personal information, such as phone number or email. So.
It's like I remember like Rate My Professor, where you're like I want to see who this person's about before I go. And it's also like it's like Airbnb. Would you say for colleges in a sense like that?
Yeah, it's like a mixture of everything. And
a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Initially, we were gonna do for the housing, we were gonna do 6 to 12 months, just your regular leases. But one of the things we want to do is when schools have events, we want to encourage students to stay on campus and eliminate things like drunk driving. And it goes further, but enables students whether to make a little extra cash if they have an extra room open, or help somebody out. And it's always better to stay with a student than to stay at a hotel that you're gonna probably pay 5 times more money in with random people.
Okay.
And you got college students there too. You could go on Craigslist, you could go on Airbnb and get like a random place to go, or you can go to a network of people that you have, that are like you, that are college students. So it's really just keeps everyone connected.
It's exclusive to only college students. Like
Exactly.
I can't just pull up. I'm already graduated, so I can't pull up on that college app.
Unfortunately,
So we'll get into a little bit about more of like the structure and stuff like that, and because I would love to pick your guys' brains about like the business structure and how you guys have done that. But I wanted to kind of know like how did this crazy team of young people come together, and how did and being in South, because you guys are not from here, right?
No.
So I want to know kind of like how that origin story happened individually, how you guys came together.
Yeah. So I'll kind of go first, and then probably Mason and Jace.
Cool.
Yeah. But this is kind of like a story of friends. I mean, I had my real estate license down in Southwest Florida. I've always wanted to do bigger things than myself, more than just what was expected of me. And I was selling real estate, and I wanted to do it large scale. So came up with an idea. That initial idea, I ended up pivoting to college students.
Yeah.
And then once I had this great idea, I'm like, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this by myself. It just literally through a network, and that network actually a majority of it came from the Runway program. So
FGCU,
at FGCU,
okay. We got to talk because I've been interested in trying to do that.
Yeah, of course, definitely. But Dr. Kawanui, she helped me out. I was majoring in engineering, kind of completely opposite from what I was doing, and she kind of took me under the belt, and that's where I was able to meet meet all my initial friends, and we were able to get this
So
started.
you guys met in college?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, at a party or like just
We're still in college. Yeah, no. We actually met like doing entrepreneurial stuff,
Yeah.
and the Runway program has been a huge.
Where did you come
things
from?
that-
You came from.
Half my life, I grew up in Chicago.
Okay.
My freshman year of high school, I moved to New Jersey, New York area.
Okay.
And then the day after I graduated high school, packed my car as full as I could, and I drove down here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go here. Where are you from originally?
So I'm from Ohio.
You came from Ohio, and
Yeah.
you were like, I want to come to the nice beach college.
Well, so I'm actually working at Micro Center up in Ohio.
Okay.
It's tech support,
Right.
taking phone calls. I hated it, and it was terrible. So I'm walking out to lunch one day, and I get a phone call, and Jacob and Michael had asked me if I wanted to come down to Florida for a month to work on RoomDig, and a week later, I'm on a flight down to Florida. I dropped
Damn.
everything. Like no longer than a week after that phone call, I was literally on my way down here. It was July 4th. I got in, and next day we got right to work.
And what's your role in RoomDig?
So I'm the software engineer. I built our server, and I write most of our code.
So you're
Oversees all that.
So you work for Anonymous as well, I'm guessing.
No,
Not that you can talk.
Yeah, first rule of Anonymous, don't talk about Anonymous.
It's kind of like Fight Club.
Okay, so you kind of do a lot of the back end, like coding and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, and what's your name then?
Jace.
Jace, where are you from? How'd you get here?
I'm
man?
from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Came down to FGCU. Just was looking. I really liked their business program here. I knew they were developing the Runway program, and I actually worked with one of the mentors and also a CEO of Pure, which is an all-natural sweetener company.
Oh, wow.
He's connected with the Runway program. He also happens to be my uncle.
Hey.
And he met Jacob through the Runway
Yeah.
program.
Do you get a lot of like pure isn't that sugar?
Yeah, stevia. It's all
You get a
natural
lot of
stevia. It's really healthy. I use it all the time. I love it.
You probably have a whole shelf of
Yeah, absolutely. I have a whole shelf of it. It's great.
Okay, so that's your uncle.
But he knew Jacob through the Runway program, and I was gonna go intern for his company, and he came up to me and said, "Listen, there's this great new company called RoomDig. They're starting up. They're really looking for some more people to help with your abilities." So I met up with Jacob. I wasn't planning on joining. I just said, "Hey, let me just hear about your company, because I'm not gonna join something I don't believe in."
Sure, that's really cool.
Yeah, so we sat down. I think our first meeting was for 2 hours. We really hit it off. It was great. And I was like, I love this idea. Let me take it home with me. Let me think about it for a little bit. And I came back, and I just came with the passion. I loved it, and I'm here now.
As they say, it's lit. It was lit.
It was lit.
So you guys all come together, and there's more people to this thing, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
there's a few more people. Our entire team is tremendous, and literally, even when I first started, I didn't imagine this growing so big and becoming so big. Like, everybody plays such a crucial role. That is just so helpful. And everybody's amazing. Everybody contributes so much.
I think a lot of people listening are going to be listening. A lot of our audience, right, are people our age who are creatives, entrepreneurs, like all which take this pioneer mentality, all which take a lot of, right, like the entrepreneur is like this sort of like schizophrenic of emotion, like
roller
one day
coaster,
you're
a roller coaster.
Okay, so obviously in a concise way, like what were some of the big barriers to getting to this point? I mean, you have a long way to go, but like, what's some of the barriers to getting to this point you are now?
I'd say first and foremost, your average technology startup requires around $200,000 in startup capital. We did it.
We all have that laying around somewhere.
No. We did it with not even a tenth. We did it with like 1% of that. And
$2?
So no, we did it with just short of $13,000. We did it with. So and it's other barriers have been just how do we get this out before somebody else gets this out before us. So a lot of sleepless nights. A lot of like, hey, we have no idea how to do this, but let's just figure it out.
We're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Jump off a cliff with no parachute. Figure it out on the way down.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works for a lot of us, right? Where it's like, that's interesting. You said like, trying to be trying to get it out before anyone else.
Yeah.
How does that work? Because what can you like own the idea of something? Like, can someone go and so is it like, are you guys like patented this thing or something? Like, how does that work?
We're working on finishing some of our patents that protect it. But you know, initially it's, you know, a lot of it's brand recognition. A lot of it's we got I don't want to say lucky, but we were able to create an idea in a space that's been undeveloped and unrefined. And you know, it's not necessarily that somebody's going to copy exactly what we do, because at this point it would take them years.
Yeah.
And our team, I would put.
You guys are beasts. You guys are beasts.
I'd put any day. And listen, if anybody would like to, they'd love.
So go try to start another Curate. Go try to start another Curate or RoomDig. You can't.
You know. So, but it's you know, a lot of it is our team, and it wouldn't. Again, it's the team that makes it. So you know, without our team, we wouldn't have been able to be who we are, and you know, a lot of it's just been figuring out things on the fly. But I love every single second of it. Every you know, all the sleep I don't get, you know, I wish I could get less, because like, you know, I put even that much more into it. You know,
so let's talk about team structure, because that's cool. How do y'all work? You know, working as a team with so many people, trying to move the ball up ahead of the field. How is it hard? Like, what are some of the challenges with that?
I would definitely say this. I joined kind of late to the game. You know, they had a lot of stuff, you know, developing. We still had a lot to do, but I would say coming in, you know, one of the most important things you could find in a startup company is just a strong team, and that goes to any team. I joined this team, and they were very welcoming, and to keep that ball rolling, we have to be on each other a lot, but at the same time, we have that, you know, really close friendship, a close bond.
Yeah.
And you know when somebody's kind of, you know, hey, we need to get this done, we need to move on this. Yeah. And with Jacob as just, he's such a great, strong leader with us. You know, he really pushes us to go further above and beyond. We're able to kind of tackle anything that comes at us, you know. Yeah. We're able to go over those hurdles really easily because we work so well as a team. And if you don't have that strong bond between the team, things are going to, you know, slip through the cracks.
I heard it, culture eats strategy for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, no matter how well you're skilled and your strategy and your structure and your systems, if you don't have team culture, you can't make it.
Yeah.
How are you going to make it?
100%.
Exactly.
We're all great friends. You know, we hang out with each other. You know, this, and, you know, I feel like I can speak for all of us. We do this because it's fun. We don't do this because it's a job or it's work. Yeah. We do this because, like, it's fun to do this. And it's fun to come together.
I want to ask a question about that.
Yeah.
So, okay. And you actually, me and your conversation off camera a couple weeks ago kind of, you know, solidified it a little bit. But, you know, people who are trying to create founders, you know, founders of different companies, co-founders, you're driving off of this passion.
Yeah.
And it starts with this passion.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones has been going on this crazy press run of, like, talking about crazy shit that happened in the 80s and 70s and 60s, right? And he's been like, you know, but at the end of one of his interviews, he said, once you start doing things for money, God walks out of the room.
100%.
Right? You know?
100%.
And, but we know, like, we still want to make money. Right?
Yeah.
How do we monetize? That's the biggest question. So how do you balance passion and wanting to make money? Like, how does that work? When do you introduce monetization? How much do you put in without, you know, getting?
So I feel like a lot of the fun too, like, we're actually, so, you know, I feel like some companies, you know, that monetize, they're selling things. I feel like we're providing something that people actually need, and it's very useful. So I never feel that, you know, we ever have to, like, I don't see it as monetization. I see it as us going in to help somebody increase their business, spur more business. And it's fun for me because we show them this is the way we approach marketing, and the whole marketing aspects for local businesses, housing communities, and schools has never really been done before. Facebook has attempted it, but they went down a completely different path.
Okay.
So, you know, I feel that it's just part of the game, and it's just part of the fun.
What are y'all doing different than Facebook, in the sense of, like, what are you doing different than what Facebook does?
Yeah, so I think it's a lot of it's our community, and the fact that our app is only exclusively for students, and only one person can have one account. Whereas on Facebook, you have a million of different accounts. So
what that reminds me. So Facebook started as a college.
Oh yes,
app.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
And then they
expanded everywhere.
Yeah.
Now your grandma has
and part of the problem was that they weren't able to verify that students and only students were able to use their apps. So that was what they did is they went into each school and they bought out huge email lists.
So how did you guys do that? Because I went on your website thing, and you showed me the back end. You could, like, literally every school. So how did y'all get? That's a plug right there. How did y'all get every school to, like?
We actually.
That was hard.
We can't actually. That's part of our patent. We can't talk about that. But It's part of the secret sauce, but
you guys use Squarespace? I know it's Squarespace.
We built it all from the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we Mason. No, but no, it's just incredible. And I think, a lot of it, it was never about the money. It never is about the money for me. Even if we were to get $5 million tomorrow, I wouldn't change what I do.
Would you give something to Curate? Would you give any?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
probably. Definitely help. And a lot of it, too, has been the community helping us, too. A lot of it's our friendship in this company.
Yeah.
A lot of it's been able to allow our company to flourish is Southwest Florida. If we started this in New York or Silicon Valley, I mean, it's a bloodbath,
So that's where I want to go next.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are not from, you guys are from big Boston, Jersey, Ohio. No, I don't know if you're big. Is that big? Is that considered big?
I mean, Columbus.
Columbus is done. Okay.
Yeah.
Big cities. You come into Southwest Florida. You guys are a startup tech company. We all know where all the tech startup companies are.
Yeah.
Okay. Silicon Valley. Why not there? Why Southwest Florida?
Well, first and foremost, the costs. I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah,
cost.
I mean,
So nice.
to start there and to even have an office, to find a place to live. We were all kind of going to school here. This is paradise, to be honest. Like,
Literally.
everybody's so nice. Everybody's so friendly. Everybody's so happy. Literally, we need help. We raise our hand, and people are there to help us. And that's been tremendous in driving this. I mean,
Absolutely. The strong community is one of the best things you can have, especially being a startup company. You go to these big cities, you go to Boston. I mean, it's really cutthroat out there. You go there, you're competing with, at the same time, tens of hundreds of other companies. Who knows?
Yeah.
And we're here, and we're able to not only be a part of, at FGCU we have the Runway program, which is just a great network of entrepreneurs.
Sure.
But just FGCU in total, as a whole, is a great community. We're so bonded together as a school. We're a very progressive school because we're so new. That in its entirety has been able to get us to the place that we are now, and will let us expand.
So, I would like for you guys, and I got really excited talking to you the other day, because I feel like one of the cool things that happens is that people come in, parachute in,
Yeah.
and they see something that the people here don't see because we're so close to things, right?
Yeah.
It's in our face. We've seen it for long enough.
Yeah.
But someone comes in and they see things that I feel like a lot of us don't see, right? So what is it that you see about Southwest Florida that makes it such a, obviously the cost and all that, is there anything that you see potential-wise in Southwest Florida that makes you, like, excited?
I think first and foremost, there's a ton of opportunity. I think it's a very unique place because a lot of people come here to retire. People that have generated wealth or successful companies all their entire life, and they just want to retire. But they still want to. A lot of those people are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
You never die as an entrepreneur. You never stop working. You
Yes,
know.
yes.
So a lot of those people, although they no longer want to work because they're retired, they want to help. They want to give back. They want to help fund things. Then you have a bunch of young people that want to make a difference, make a change, but aren't established in their careers. And I think that it's a unique place, and I think we still haven't fully connected to it. I think we're just starting finally to realize like what an opportunity this is.
Yeah.
But it's the mix of the people, and that everybody that comes down here wants to help. I mean, from mentoring us. I mean, recently the former CEO of president of Cintas, one of the biggest uniform companies in the world. He became our mentor, giving his time to us.
Can I get his number?
Yeah, exactly.
Give me
But
some Cintas,
if I was in New York and I strolled into, I wouldn't even get past the front desk.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even get in the building. And
Yeah.
So I think it's a unique place where people want to make a difference, and it doesn't matter how old you are, what age you are, how much money you have.
Yeah.
It's if you want to make a difference, let's come together and let's do it. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're trying to do. It's unique. And I think this is I think this is going to become like the next Silicon Valley, personally.
I heard that. Thank you, bro. Like I love when I've seen so many cool people come in and do some really cool things. Some of my favorite restaurants are from people that came in from somewhere. One of my favorite restaurants, Nice Guys Pizza in Cape Coral.
Yeah.
They're from Ohio.
Okay.
Well, Jovana's from obviously like somewhere in like Russia, Europe, but they're from Ohio. They came here and then they started the coolest pizza place, right?
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, I feel like we have so much to learn about what you guys are doing. But What's your guys' involvement with FGCU right now? Like, how are you guys engaging with the student body and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
We're working really closely with FGCU right now. I would say, a lot of our user base comes from FGCU, and we've had a big help with them. We're getting involved in every aspect of FGCU that we can. We're working closely with obviously everybody in the Runway program, getting involved in entrepreneurship. Part of what I've been doing, I've been reaching out to a lot of Greek life and student organizations.
Yeah.
So everything's from fraternities and sororities to the FGCU car club.
You guys got to sponsor a party or something.
Yeah, you signed.
It's coming soon.
Yeah.
1 year's
Hey,
coming up
RoomDig,
soon.
RoomDig, freaking red cups.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna write that down.
Yeah. Hire me for marketing, bro. Yeah. No.
But it's great. We want students to be able to sign on as a freshman, and we're actually getting involved with the school to hopefully have freshmen coming in, have RoomDig be one of the first things they go to get to learn about things, learn about local businesses, learn about Greek life, learn about clubs and organizations. So we're getting very involved. Every person that we get signed on, we're very grateful for it, and they sign on, they say, wow, there's a lot of people on here using it for all kinds of reasons. They're finding roommates. They're finding rooms. They're finding new clubs. All kinds of stuff. So we're very involved with
even
FGCU.
down to the sports teams and the student clubs. I mean, the school clubs and even the faculty and all those. We're finding new ways to incorporate RoomDig to work on campus and to really, technology has changed. When you get into your car now, you don't turn your key; it just opens because it's the sensor.
Yeah.
Universities haven't changed. It's still the old, there's no way, if you're staying inside your dorm room, not doing anything or not involved or things like that because you can't find something, dude, there's no way. There's so many things that are going on, whether it's basketball games, any kinds of sporting events, clubs, organizations, fundraise. I mean,
even off campus.
We don't even have enough time to do everything, But
and then there's Curate stuff, all the events we do.
Oh no, seriously. But I think that's the beautiful thing of all this is that and a lot of people think a lot of students from FGCU are from here. Actually, not. There's a lot of foreign students. There's a lot of students from. I mean,
look at us. We're
almost
all
everyone in
here.
entrepreneurship programs from different places, or their families from different places. There's, for every 2 people I meet that are from somewhere else, I really only meet one person who's
from here.
From here, which is cool. But then and it's not just FGCU. It's stuff like Curate that's blowing up. There's companies all around this area, and I think it's just about harnessing. It's about getting the right people together and working off each other as a community. For
sure.
Because we have 2,000 followers, you have 2,000 followers, we come together, all of a sudden we have 4,000 followers.
We've crossed.
And all we did was, we shook hands and we talked and we had a great time. And I think that's something very powerful that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people in other places are like, well, no, my followers are mine.
It's a crab in a barrel mentality.
Yeah.
And you want it, and it's taking value without giving it. And a lot of people want to get value before they give the value.
Exactly.
And it's like, no, you have to be passionate, you have to love it, and you have to really realize you're here to be you're a servant.
Yeah,
you're serving people, no matter what you're doing. And so, man, it's been great talking to you guys. Last thing, what is what's next for RoomDig?
A lot.
What's next?
The world.
Everybody.
Mars. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, RoomDig on Mars. We're gonna send up.
Hey, Tesla just did.
I know.
We're trying to reach out to Elon Musk, get some college students.
No, but I'd say honestly, scaling the rest of FGCU, but I think more importantly, actually making a difference, changing the way college campuses are run. Making it a close-knit, connected community, not just students in the school, but students in the community. Because students in our school should know things about Curate and the local businesses like the pizza places and the coffee places. That's all stuff that it pertains to everybody. So I think what's next is just really homing down on that connection, because I think college campuses are really. They're spurs. They're the new, the new starts. The new beginnings of things.
Yeah, the passion and the energy, and we're never gonna be this young with this much energy ever.
Oh, exactly.
Like we, so.
And be able to drink this much coffee.
And God, we're dying. My heart palpitations and shit. Man, I'm so excited for you guys. One, I'm excited to partner with you guys and some cool stuff. Excited to see what you guys are doing. And I'm excited just for what you guys are doing for the community and for college students everywhere in the United States. I'm sure when I have kids one day and they're like going off to college, I'm like, yo, you know you're on RoomDig. You know you're on your hologram app right now. You're seeing, please sign in the RoomDig. And
Yeah.
you know, and then I'm gonna show them the interview.
Maybe on Mars.
I don't know. I don't even know, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
World Dig. World
Dig, yeah.
Hey, patent that. Hey, thank you guys so much. Man, I really appreciate y'all for coming through.
That. Yeah.
Make sure you guys, where can they go follow you guys? Where can they check you guys out?
Everywhere.
Social
Instagram.
media, they can. If you're a student, go download our app. If you're not a student, if you're a local business, anything like that, go to our website or reach out to us. We love when people DM us. We respond to everybody as soon as we can, obviously.
Yeah.
But we love. There's nothing more than we love than talking to people, getting feedback, and making that connection.
Cool. Go check them out, RoomDig. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching another episode of the Curate Podcast. Native Coffee, thank you for sponsoring us. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's lit. Check them out. I love y'all. Peace.